This is the second video we are learning daily conversation, dialogues. You have to keep on practicing. Ria said, "Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining this discussion. The recent rise in complaints about cab drivers demanding extra money for AC air conditioned rides has caused quite a stir in Pune. Mr. Bellari, let's begin our Let's begin with your experience. Praful said, "Thank you, Ria. To be honest, it was quite shocking. My elderly parents were traveling from Wakat to Varje, and when they asked the cab driver to switch on the AC, he flatly refused, saying it would cost extra. He even claimed that instruction came from the government." Ria said, "That sounds absurd. There are no separate fares for AC and non-AC cabs, correct?" Praful said, "Exactly. There is no such a provision. What is worse, when my father questioned him politely, the driver lost his temper and began to abuse him. He had to intervene. I had to intervene over the phone, but he still refused to cooperate. My father eventually had to cancel the ride out of fear." Ria said, "That's deeply concerning. Mr. Counter, you have also had a similar experience recently, haven't you?" Suresh said, "Yes, I have. I boarded a cab from Pune railway station last week. When I requested the driver to turn on the AC, he said I would need to pay 100 rupees extra. I tried reasoning with him, but he became agitated. I ended the ride midway and still paid the full fare because I did not want things to escalate." Ria said, "It seems like pattern of misbehavior and intimidation is emerging." Miss Gaikwad, commuters are saying that authorities have failed to act despite multiple assurances. How do you respond to that? Gaikwad said, "I completely understand their frustration. Let me clarify. We have taken note of these incidents. The department is planning random checks where officials will pose as passengers to catch the offenders red-handed. However, such operations require coordination and planning." Praful said, "With all due respect, ma'am, we have been hearing these promises for months now. At the end of the day, if there is no visible action, these assurances lose meaning." Suresh said, "Exactly. Every time we raise a complaint through the aggregator app, we only get an automated reply. There is no follow-up, no penalty, nothing. From our perspective, this lack of enforcement only emboldens driver to continue the malpractice." Ria said, "That's a fair point, Miss Gaikwad. Commuters are clearly losing confidence. Don't you think inaction sounds the wrong message to both cab users and drivers?" Gaikwad said, "I do agree to some extent, but commuters also need to officially register complaint with us, not just with aggregator platforms. Unless we have documented grievances, it becomes difficult to initiate legal action." Praful said, "That's understandable, but when people face abuse or threats, they tend to avoid further confrontation. What we need is a system that is swift, transparent, and accessible." Suresh said, "And some sort of public awareness campaign too. People must know their rights and how to report such cases. Otherwise, this issue will continue in the long run." Ria said, "Absolutely. Before we wrap up, I would like each of you to share one suggestion to deal with this issue effectively." Praful, my suggestion: ensure strict penalties and swift response. Fear of punishment is best deterrent. Suresh said, "I would say create a dedicated helpline where commuters can report incident in real time." Gaikwad said, From the government side, we will soon begin surprise checks and awareness drives to restore public confidence. Ria said, "Thank you all for your insights. Hopefully, this conversation will raise awareness and push for action that commuters truly deserve." Thank you.